the permanent class in D.C., and I live right in the center of them, you know, they hate Trump. He's a threat to them. But why do they hate him? They hate him not because he's a right-winger. He's hardly a right-winger, actually. They hate him because he's the guy who says the obvious things. So, like, we went to Helsinki last summer and interviewed him during the Putin thing. And like this crystallized for me in this conversation I had with him off camera. I said to him, I'm going to ask you about NATO. And he goes, why do we have NATO? And as someone who's like a Cold War kid, I was like, well, I like NATO. I'm thinking to myself, and he goes, you know, the Soviet Union, you know, fell in 1991. Wasn't the point of NATO to keep them from invading Western Europe? But they don't exist anymore. Why do we still have them? And I'm searching for a good answer, and I couldn't find one. So Trump repeats this in public, and everyone's like, well, shut up. You know, what are you working for, Putin? And I thought, this is what Trump does. He comes in his kind of autistic way and asks the obvious question at the core of whatever the issue is, that is the one question everyone's been avoiding because they don't have the answer to it.
Yeah.
So, like, well, why are we signing a trade agreement and letting the other signatories ignore the terms? Why don't we have a border? I don't know. These are, like, not complex questions. They're very obvious questions. But because they are unanswered and unanswerable in some cases, they expose sort of the mediocrity of our ruling class. Like, they actually don't know what they're doing, is the truth.